Shay McGee charges $2.5 million and up for her Studio McGee projects. And the first thing she does is remove things. Not add them, remove them. But right now, 9 items sitting in your home are proving that most people still haven't gotten the memo. Nobody was paying attention to the removal principle back then. Staging was seen as a real estate trick, not a design philosophy. That was about to change. The National Association of Realtors 2023 report found that decluttering is the single most recommended pre-listing action by 81% of staging professionals. Not painting, not renovating, removing. Houses 2024 research backed it up. Homes that stripped out dated decor sold up to 10% faster than unstaged comparables. Barbara Corcoran has said it plainly. Removing clutter and dated fixtures delivers the highest return on investment of any pre-sale move, period. I mean, think about that for a second. You're not being asked to spend money. You're being asked to stop spending it and start subtracting. That was only round 1. What follows is 9 items ranked by visual impact, starting with the most surprising and building toward the one quietly destroying more living rooms than anything else on this list. The same thinking that built every luxury interior you've ever admired was about to destroy the clutter-first approach. And it starts with something so small, most people walk past it 100 times a day without ever really seeing it. Number 9. Ivory and almond plastic outlet covers and switch plates. Architectural Digest flagged these in 2024 as one of the most reliable indicators of a dated home, specifically citing the ivory and almond tones that dominated American residential construction from the 1980s through the early 2000s. Their assessment was direct. These covers date a home 10 to 20 years instantly, not approximately, instantly. Here's the mechanism. The human brain is remarkably sensitive to color consistency, especially in peripheral vision. When you walk into a room, you're not consciously scanning every outlet, but your visual system is. Ivory plastic against a warm white or cool gray wall creates a mismatch signal that registers as age, as deferred maintenance, as a home that hasn't been touched since it was built. You don't think the word dated, you just feel it. The numbers are almost absurd. A single screwless, smooth white switch plate costs between $2 and $5 at any hardware store. A full home with 20 to 30 outlets and switch covers runs under $150 total. $150 for a change that professional stagers call the best dollar-for-dollar improvement in residential design. The category exists. It's called hardware staging, and it's one of the first things a professional stager invoices for because the return is so disproportionate to the cost. The upgrade is straightforward. Screwless, smooth white plates, or brushed metal if your home leans contemporary, are the standard recommendation. No visible screw heads, which reads as intentional rather than functional and forgotten. That distinction between something that looks chosen versus something that looks installed is exactly what separates a renovated room from a dated one. Stagers call these quiet luxury signals, details that don't announce themselves, but that trained eyes catch immediately and that untrained eyes absorb subconsciously. Nobody tours a home and says the outlet covers were perfect, but they absolutely leave a home feeling something was off without knowing why. And ivory plastic in a freshly painted room is one of the most common culprits. A real estate photographer in Austin noted in a 2023 interview that she carries a bag of white screwless plates to every listing shoot. She swaps them before the camera comes out. Not because the seller asked, because ivory plates are so visually disruptive in wide-angle shots that leaving them in costs her the quality of the photo. Under $150, under an hour, and once you've handled the smallest detail in the room, the next item is something you almost certainly bought with good intentions and has been working against you ever since. Number 8. Cheap and low-quality artificial plants. House Beautiful's 2024 Design Roundup was unambiguous. Cheap fake plants were ranked the #1 decor item that makes a room look furnished quickly and without investment. Not fast furniture in general, specifically low-quality artificial plants. The mechanism is twofold. First, material degradation. Under standard indoor UV exposure, inexpensive faux plants begin to fade within 6 to 12 months. The green shifts toward yellow, the texture stiffens. Dust accumulates on synthetic leaves in a way that real leaves naturally shed. The result is a plant that no longer signals life, it signals neglect. The second mechanism is immediate recognition. There is a clear quality threshold in the artificial plant market, and most buyers land on the wrong side of it. Under $20, the product is almost universally identifiable as fake. Leaf shape too uniform, stems too rigid, color too flat. Brands in the $80 to $300 range, Nearly Natural and Pottery Barn's Faux Botanicals being the most cited benchmarks, produce products that require close inspection to distinguish from real specimens. Most people have never spent $150 on a fake plant. Most people also can't explain why some rooms feel alive and others feel static. The global artificial plant market reached $1.8 billion in 2023. That scale tells you something. Because the category is so competitively priced at the low end, cheap versions are genuinely everywhere. The visual landscape of most American living rooms has been quietly colonized by synthetic greenery that costs $14.99 and looks exactly like what it cost. The best move isn't necessarily spending more on better fakes. The best move is simplification. One real plant, a fiddle leaf fig, a pothos, a snake plant, does more for a space than a shelf of plastic imitations. Or one quality dried botanical arrangement, pampas grass, dried eucalyptus, a sculptural branch in a clean ceramic vessel. Intentional, elevated, done. Remove the cheap fakes today. The room will almost certainly look better with nothing there than with what's currently slowly yellowing under the window. And if that sounds extreme, the next item on this list is going to feel very familiar. Number 7. Busy or undersized area rugs. The American Society of Interior Designers ran a member survey in 2023 that produced one of the clearest findings in the entire list. 74% of interior design professionals cited patterned mass-market rugs as a top signal that a room is budget furnished. Not the furniture, not the lighting, the rug. Specifically, the high-contrast geometric or medallion print rugs that dominate retailers like HomeGoods, Wayfair's lower price tier, and Target's seasonal collections. The mechanism is counterintuitive. You'd think a bold pattern adds visual interest. What it actually does is fight. A high-contrast geometric print competes with the furniture, the wall color, Before we continue, there's a reason an interior stager invoices for this knowledge at $150 an hour before she touches a single room. The Home Design Mistake Bible goes where this channel can't. The full playbook, uncut. The quiet signals that date a home 10 to 20 years overnight. The artwork, the under $150 and the architecture simultaneously that reverse them. The eye has nowhere to rest. The code on your screen gets you in. Interior designers call this visual noise. Not enough separation between elements to let any single one of them land. But the pattern problem is actually secondary. The more universally damaging issue is size. An undersized rug floating in the center of a seating arrangement, not reaching under the front legs of the sofa, not anchoring the chairs, is consistently cited as a top staging mistake. The correct rule: in a living room, all front legs of all major seating should sit on the rug. In a dining room, all chairs should remain on the rug when pulled out. A rug that violates these proportions doesn't just look small, it makes the entire room look small. But the rug wasn't done yet, not even close. Because here's what stagers know that most homeowners don't. Removing a bad rug entirely almost always beats keeping a wrong one. An empty floor reads as more intentional than a rug that's the wrong size, the wrong pattern, or both. The upgrade path is straightforward. Solid, neutral, natural fiber rugs, jute, wool, or sisal, are the standard recommendation at the mid-market. An 8x10 starts at $150 to $300 and transforms the entire visual field of a room in a way that almost no other single purchase can. Pull the bad rug. The room might surprise you, and when you see what's next on this list, you're going to check your entertainment center with entirely new eyes. Number 6. Visible cords and cable clutter. House's 2024 home survey found that cord clutter is the #1 technology-related visual complaint in home photography, cited by 61% of respondents. Not outdated electronics, not mismatched tech, the cords. The tangled, trailing, draped across the baseboard cords that live behind televisions, underneath desks, and alongside nightstands in virtually every room containing a device. The principle at work has a name in contemporary luxury design: invisible technology. It's been a defining feature of high-end hotel design for over a decade. A television mounted cleanly on a wall with no visible cable path communicates intention and investment. The same television with 4 cords trailing to a floor-level power strip communicates exactly the opposite. Same screen, completely different room. Everything was in place. The cords just didn't know what everything was building toward, and they were quietly dismantling all of it. The specific offenders are worth naming: visible power strips on open surfaces, TV cables running vertically down a wall without a raceway, exposed router and modem wires left loose behind a desk, charging cables draped over nightstands and counters. Each one reads as disorder, not bad taste exactly, but a room that functions without having been considered. The fix range is one of the most affordable on this list. Adhesive cord clips and plastic raceways run $10 to $25. Fabric cable sleeves and decorative cord covers run $25 to $75. An in-wall cable management kit for a wall-mounted television sits at $80 to $200 and produces a completely clean, surface-mounted look. Interior designer and HGTV contributor Tania Naif has specifically cited visible cord management as the most underutilized upgrade in mid-range home makeovers, noting that her clients consistently report that the cords were the last thing they thought about and the first thing every guest noticed. That gap between awareness and impact is exactly what makes this item so damaging at scale. The cost to fix it is under $50 in most rooms. The visual return is immediate and complete. Photographers remove cord clutter before every professional shoot, and that's the clearest possible signal of how much it matters. Get the cords off the floor, off the surfaces, and out of the frame. And once you do, you'll be ready to deal with the item that hits differently, because this next one is personal. Number 5. Too many personal photographs. The National Association of Realtors 2023 staging report identified removing personal photographs as the second most recommended action before any home showing, sitting directly behind general decluttering, not painting over bold walls, not replacing outdated light fixtures, personal photos, out. If you're wondering how that's even legal, so is everyone else, because the instinct to display your life on your walls is completely natural. But the research is unambiguous about what it costs you visually. A single curated personal photograph, framed well, placed intentionally, scaled appropriately, humanizes a space. 1 or 2 pieces like this work in your favor, but a gallery wall of family photographs, a shelf of vacation snapshots and mismatched frames, a hallway lined with portraits from every stage of a child's life. These lock viewers out. Instead of imagining themselves in the space, they're touring someone else's biography. HomeLight's 2024 seller data made the cost concrete. Depersonalizing a home before listing reduces average time on market by 11 days. 11 days of carrying costs and uncertainty, eliminated by taking photos off the wall. The staging industry has a specific term for what over-personalization does to a space. It creates owner presence, the psychological sense that the home is occupied by a specific person whose life is visually documented on every surface. Real estate coach and author Barb Schwartz, who is widely credited with originating the modern home staging industry in the 1970s, built her entire methodology around eliminating owner presence before a showing. Her core finding? Buyers cannot emotionally claim a space they can see someone else living in. That principle has been replicated in staging training curricula across North America for 5 decades. The cost of this change is exactly 0. No purchases, no renovation. You pull frames off a wall and the room expands. The visual weight lifts. Suddenly, you're not looking at someone's family. You're standing in a space with actual design breathing room. The transformation is immediate and free, which makes it one of the highest leverage moves on this entire list. And now, you're ready for number 4. This one is sitting in almost every bedroom in America, and it's broadcasting budget furnished, louder than almost anything else in the room. Number 4. Matchy-matchy furniture sets. Domino Magazine's 2024 Design Outlook was direct about this. Complete matching bedroom and living room sets are a hallmark of budget furnishing to contemporary designers. Not a stylistic choice, a marker. The kind of signal that trained eyes catch within seconds of entering a room. Pay attention to this next detail, because it explains everything. High-end interiors don't look designed because they're expensive. They look designed because they look collected. The principle is called the collected over time aesthetic. Mixed eras, mixed materials, mixed sources that suggest a person with taste assembled this room gradually, buying pieces for their individual merit rather than because they came in a box together. A mid-century modern credenza next to a contemporary sofa, next to an antique side table, reads as intentional and layered. A 5-piece matching bedroom set from a single retailer reads as a transaction. Ashley Furniture and Rooms to Go dominate the matching set category, with complete packages running between $800 and $2,500. These price points are widely recognizable, not because people are snobbish about brands, but because these sets are everywhere. The silhouettes, the finishes, the hardware have been reproduced at such scale that the visual vocabulary is familiar. People may not name the brand, but they know the category. The fix does not require buying anything new. The move is subtraction and substitution. Remove one or two of the matching pieces. The most effective swap is typically a nightstand. Replace one matching nightstand with a vintage side table, a different material, or a different era. The room stops looking like a showroom floor display and starts looking like someone who makes choices put it together. The irony is significant. The fully matched set was probably purchased because it felt safe, coordinated, complete, nothing to figure out. But that safety is exactly what reads as generic. The slight imperfection of a mixed room is what signals taste. Get rid of at least one piece, and your room will look designed rather than delivered. And what comes next is the most visually scrutinized surface in your entire home. And most people are losing the battle there every single day. Number 3. Cluttered kitchen countertops. Zillow's 2024 listing data analysis found that kitchen photos with clear countertops generated 22% more listing views than photos showing appliance-heavy surfaces. 22%. On a platform where the photo is the first impression, and often the deciding factor on whether a buyer schedules a showing. The stager's rule for countertops is specific and worth memorizing. A maximum of 3 items on any kitchen counter surface. 1 small appliance, 1 decorative item, 1 functional item such as a cutting board or fruit bowl. That's the ceiling. The coffee maker, the toaster, the knife block, the paper towel holder, the stand mixer, the air fryer, every one of those objects you remove makes the room feel physically larger and perceptually more expensive. The mechanism is about surface to space ratio. When countertops are clear, the eye reads the room as having more space, more quality, more intention. When they're covered, the eye reads density, and dense kitchens feel smaller and lower end, regardless of cabinet quality, hardware finish, or countertop material. A $10,000 quartz countertop covered in appliances looks like a $3,000 laminate. A $3,000 laminate surface, cleared completely, looks like it belongs in a much more expensive home. The NAR 2023 Staging Report ranks removing countertop clutter in the top 3 recommended pre-showing actions. Free, under 10 minutes. Celebrity stager and HGTV host Tori Toth has specifically cited kitchen countertops as the single room element with the highest leverage to effort ratio in residential staging, noting that a cleared surface does more to reposition a home's perceived price point than any cosmetic renovation at the same cost tier. Her rule of thumb: if a buyer can't picture cooking in your kitchen because they can't see the counter, they've already moved on mentally. The impact extends beyond the kitchen because buyers and guests form opinions about the entire home based on what they see in the kitchen first. A cluttered kitchen doesn't just make the kitchen look cheap, it downgrades the perception of every room in the house. Clear the surface all the way down to 3 items or fewer. Walk out of the kitchen, then walk back in and see it fresh. The room you're standing in will look like a different kitchen. And what you're about to do in the bathroom is going to feel exactly the same way, only the stakes are even higher. Number 2, bathroom counter clutter. Listing photographers have a standard protocol before luxury interior shoots. Every personal care product on the bathroom vanity is removed before the camera comes out. Every shampoo bottle, every razor, every tube of toothpaste and bottle of face wash. 100% of the time. The bathroom counter that exists in a luxury listing photo is not the bathroom counter that exists in that home at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. It's a curated surface, and the curation is total. The research behind why this matters is more specific than most people realize. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology found that a cluttered bathroom vanity reduces the perceived room size by up to 30%. Not the actual room size, the perceived room size, which is the only number that matters when the goal is making a space feel expensive. Bathrooms are already among the smallest rooms in most homes. A 30% perceived reduction doesn't make it feel cozy, it makes it feel inadequate. The aspirational benchmark for a bathroom counter that reads as high-end is consistently described in 3 words by stagers and designers: spa-like, hotel-like, impersonal. Spa and hotel bathrooms don't display the products being used in them. 3 shampoo bottles, a razor resting on the edge of the sink, and a half-used bar of soap sitting in its own residue destroy that aspiration instantly. I mean, think about that for a second. The entire difference between a bathroom that photographs like a boutique hotel and one that photographs like a mid-range rental is almost entirely about what's sitting on the counter. Not the tile, not the fixtures, the products. The upgrade path has 2 tiers. The first costs nothing. Remove the personal care products from the counter entirely. Put them in the cabinet under the sink or in a shower caddy. The first tier alone produces a dramatic perceptual shift from someone's bathroom to luxury bathroom. The second tier is modest. Decanting toiletries into matching ceramic or glass dispensers creates a consistent material language on the surface. A full set of quality dispensers runs $30 to $60. For under $60, the bathroom counter goes from displaying plastic packaging to displaying a small, cohesive arrangement of intentional objects. And now you've arrived at the item that earned the top spot, the one that's in more living rooms than any other on this list, overaccumulated and under-edited in almost every home in America. Number 1. Cheap and excessive throw pillows. Architectural Digest 2024 Design Authority Roundup stated it plainly. More than 5 decorative pillows on a single sofa creates visual chaos and signals a lack of design confidence. Not a stylistic choice, a hallmark of inexpensive styling. The kind of accumulated, over-decorated look that results from buying without editing and adding without restraint. Most people never heard about this part. The pillow problem isn't just quantity. It's the specific combination of quantity and quality that makes it the #1 perception destroyer in the average living room. House Beautiful's 2023 survey found that printed polyester pillow covers under $10 are the most commonly cited single item that cheapens a living room. Not the sofa itself, not the rug, the pillow covers. Because pillows are the most surface-visible textile in a seating arrangement, and polyester at $9.99 communicates its own price point every time someone looks at the couch. The mechanism is material recognition. The human eye has a well-documented sensitivity to textile quality at close range. Printed polyester has a flatness, a slight sheen, and a uniformity of texture that reads as mass-produced. Linen has natural variation. Velvet has depth and directionality. Boucle has dimensional texture that changes with light. These materials don't just look different from polyester, they photograph differently, hold their shape differently, and signal investment in a way that no amount of patterning on a $9.99 cover can replicate. The luxury formula is specific and repeatable. 2 to 4 pillows maximum on a standard sofa. Cohesive palette, colors that relate to each other and to the room. Varied textures within that palette, a linen in the base tone, a velvet in a complementary depth, a boucle or knit for dimension. Placed with intention, not symmetrically stacked. This formula works across every style direction because it's about restraint and material quality rather than a specific aesthetic. The net math is one of the most striking figures in home design. A sofa carrying 8 budget pillow covers at an average of $12 each runs roughly $96, invested in objects actively degrading the room's perceived value. Replace them with 3 quality covers at $40 to $80 each. Total spend, $120 to $240. What most viewers perceive, a room that feels $1,000 or more expensive. That's the documented perception shift stagers consistently report when the pillow edit is done correctly. So yeah, not great. Running a living room on 8 printed polyester pillows when 3 quality covers would do more for that space than almost anything else you could spend money on. Pillows earn the top spot for one reason above all others. They are the most universally over-accumulated home accessory in existence. The gap between too many cheap ones and a few intentional great ones is wider, visually, perceptually, photographically, than any other item on this list. Your sofa had a certain amount of time before the pillow pile took over completely, and the clock had already started. The real question isn't what you need to buy, it's what you need to remove. The next video applies the same principle to every room in the house, one surface at a time.